Whoa, America, it's this Lex. It's Astrostetics, let's get it. Baby, J. Cole definitely bowed out of the biggest battle of the century in pop music culture. J. Cole, earlier this year at the Dreamville Fest, he got on stage after he dropped 7 Minute Drill, and he seceded out of the Drake and Kendrick battle of the decade. And then 7 Minute Drill was removed off streaming services. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what happened. Here's what's going on with that, y'all. There's this ongoing conversation, and I seen big shout out Elliott Wilson Rory, big shout out Rory and Mal, and there was this conversation amongst them in the industry about J. Cole being on a feature run. I'ma keep it a bean with y'all too soon. Too bumbleclad soon. How you gonna drop out the hip-hop battle of the millennium right now? Up to this point, that is the most monumental battle in hip-hop. How you gonna drop out of that after it's been 10 years of people hyping up this big three dynamic, and you apologize, you drop out the battle, you had a solid record and response, and then you drop the song out of the streaming services, bruh? Yo, what a bumbleclad are y'all talking about? I gotta disagree with that, y'all. Dead ass. There's no way that people have been building up a battle for 14 years. It's dead ass been 14, 16 years since y'all been building up this big three dynamic. Within 7 months, whenever 7 Minute Drill dropped and J. Cole apologized, J. Cole having the best feature run, and then y'all even compared it to Lil Wayne? Y'all threw Lil Wayne into this conversation. No feature run is comparable to Lil Wayne's feature run. Not at all. Lil Wayne had, after 50 Cent, Ye West, Lil Wayne's feature run was the most universally praised feature run of all time. I don't think anything could match the excitement back then of a Wayne verse or a Wayne hook, listening to the record and realizing that you could have missed a few metaphors, and nothing compares to that. The moments that Wayne created, hip-hop isn't gonna get that again for a long time. And that's a part of the same reason why you gotta wonder, there isn't even a big three conversation for the next generation. The industry kind of dropped the ball on creating that conversation and also creating others, if you ask me. But when it comes to J. Cole, no way. That Wayne feature run, whether it be the mixtapes, the Lucy's online, you wanted to download one Wayne song and then you came across like 20 of them on LimeWire. There is Wayne songs that, shout out Jared, King Jared. He'll post these Wayne songs from like years ago, and I'll be like, I never heard some of them. And they're all fire. The industry within itself is even different. How often is J. Cole dropping 3 mixtapes and feet in the streets? You can't even compare Wayne's feature run to J. Cole's feature run at all. At all. And then on top of that, Wayne passed it to Drake and Nicki Minaj in the midst of his feature run. You cannot compare none of these, bro. And look at even JID. I mean, look, from what I hear, I ask people, who try to raps like Kendrick? Who tries to replicate rapping like J. Cole? Because I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to just doing certain, expressing yourself and having people peep note how you leave impressions on the world, that's also very amazing. There's a lot of things that I've seen Drake do and people will just copy elements of it. People try to make it seem like Drake copies from everybody, but Drake single-handedly changed how people approach speaking from the heart in music. The way how Drake changed the tone of hip hop, if you didn't assimilate to that, people didn't want to listen to you for like 4 or 5 years. That's a whole other conversation. But when I look at the JID, people say that JID tries to rap like Kendrick Lamar, and I find that interesting when he's a J. Cole's artist. Once again, I think all of these gentlemen are very talented individuals. The industry gotta start realizing that when you try to like compare certain things that are completely different in nature, you're gonna run into a lot of controversy. You know what I mean? Like, there is nothing that can compare to the atmosphere of Lil Wayne in 2005 to 2009. I don't think there's anything that could set the wave like that. Wayne is still a prominent figure because of his feature run. J. Cole got brought into the game as the big three, whereas Wayne, he crafted his talent and created that best rapper alive conversation, and the technique and how he approached the music reflected that. Y'all feel me? So that there is, once again, no comparison between these at all, you know. And I think, like, even when with hip hop, when they kind of try to mash in different generations and say who's the hottest of this era, who's the hottest of that era, who's the hottest for that, you gotta separate it. The artists that came out in the 90s, unless they was hot their whole entire career, there has to be like a limit point in which they even enter the conversation. Y'all feel what I'm saying? You know, I think that all of these things are important when it comes to just the chronicles of hip-hop, for responsibly documenting it without getting your own cultural biases within the mix. Because there ain't no way that Lil Wayne's feature run, mixtape run, could ever be compared. And then on top of that, he dropped the album that went platinum the first week. Y'all cannot be serious, America. You know, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I hope y'all enjoyed this. But make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know it's Astrostetics. Let's get it, baby. Yeah.